If you are a newly qualified nurse or a student nurse looking to build confidence and leadership skills, this is the video for you. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Noma, and on this channel we talk about all things faith, nursing and productivity. I am your favorite mental health nurse. We're going to be talking about all things confidence, leadership and everything else in between. So I have a nursing page called Mental Health and More, where I document and share my journey as a mental health nurse based in the UK. So a few weeks ago I posted an Instagram story just talking about how I'm loving my job and how I'm building confidence in my leadership skills. So from the Instagram stories I received a comment with a question which I'm going to be answering. I love this. There is a lot of negativity around nursing and workload. That is correct. So much negativity. Yeah, that will be another video, but that's not what we're getting to. So nice to hear you're enjoying it. Can you explain how or what you did to do more when it came to leadership skills? I am a student nurse, but I feel like I lack in this area. So we're gonna get into it because I feel like this is a conversation that I needed as a student nurse. Yes, so I feel like when it comes to leadership, the first thing that we want to acknowledge is that leadership is a journey. There's no actual destination. You're always evolving as a person, and the sooner you accept this, the better the journey becomes, because it allows you to do two things. First of all, giving yourself grace to make mistakes, because you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make plenty mistakes. Sometimes I finish my shift and I go home and say, Noma, what did you do today? Like, why did you make that decision? Hello, you could do so much better. Or sometimes I go back home, I'm like, you know what, yeah, we did good today. Either way, you want to give yourself grace along the journey. And secondly, I would say give yourself permission to learn. Give yourself permission to learn. I say this because a lot of the times, especially as student nurses, we tend to feel this pressure of, once I get my PIN, once I hit third year, once I'm working on the ward and I see the nurse in charge, I have to know everything. The truth is, no, you do not have to know everything. Just give yourself the permission to learn day by day, shift by shift. And the thing is, yeah, nobody ever arrives. Like, when I tell you this, nobody ever arrives. You can only get better. Do not beat yourself up, but I would say have a reflective mindset and see where you can genuinely do better the next time. Find your superpower and maximize it. In other words, find your strength, find the very thing that you are good at and maximize it. Whether it be your character, whether it be like you're super good at organization, you have good people skills, whatever it is, spend time analyzing your character. Find out what is that superpower that is in me that I do so well effortlessly, because when you're able to focus on your strengths, focus on your superpower, you end up walking with confidence. There's a level of boldness that arises on the inside of you. And I would say, like, as you're still a student nurse navigating, even if you're a newly qualified nurse, spend time just watching and analyzing, reflecting on your leadership skills presently and having a look at what is it that I do that makes me confident. What set of skills do I have that when I look at me, I'm like, yeah, I like that. Like, go me. Like, if we're able to, you know, identify our weaknesses, which I feel like a lot of the times people talk to you and they're like, yeah, focus on your weaknesses, but I'm here to tell you to focus on your strengths, because when you do, you become confident, and a confident leader is everything. As you grow in confidence, it also shows up in your leadership skills. So yes, definitely work on your strengths. Your weaknesses, we'll work on them every now and then, but maximize your strengths. One of the strengths that I have, that I recognize now as a nurse, is I have the ability to keep calm in the most chaotic situations. For those that don't know, I am a mental health nurse, so we tend to do a lot of verbal de-escalation conversation, engaging in conversation, and that is my superpower. I can literally have somebody shouting or somebody raising their voice, and I will maintain the same tone throughout to bring them back to a place where we can actually converse and have a conversation. At the beginning of my nursing journey, I used to doubt myself a lot. I used to feel like, no, you're not this loud, elaborate nurse. You don't take over the scene whenever you're there. Leadership is not one box fits all. Leadership is what you make it. How can you portray leadership with the skills that you have? And I'll say it is a beautiful journey when you allow yourself to be you. In other words, focus on your superpowers, maximize them, and watch your leadership go to the next level. Seek for feedback. This could be from any of your team members. At my workplace, one thing that I love is that we have debriefs after almost every incident, or if we've had a chaotic day, we sit down as a team and often just talk about what's happened, because working in mental health, yeah, a lot happens, and I appreciate being able to come back with my team, talk about the difficult day that we've had. One time the debrief was like, guys, we did so well today. What was it that made us do so well, so we can replicate it on the next shift? But yes, so in terms of building your leadership, having debriefs, and if you're not able to, seek feedback from your team members, pull people for a chat and be like, oh, when this and this happened, what were your thoughts? What do you think I could have done better? What do you see that I don't see? There's always an opportunity to do something in a better way. So when you're going out getting feedback, it's not necessarily for you to get validation, but for you to get the wider picture. What could you have done differently? What did you miss? And you also get the opportunity to identify some of the blind spots in your leadership skills. Yeah, definitely ask for feedback. Do not hold back to ask for feedback. I'd say arrange maybe a supervision with your manager if you're a newly qualified nurse. If not, sit down with your mentor and literally assess and be like, this is how I see myself, this is how I view myself. Like, what do you see in me that I could do better or do differently? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Have somebody senior above you who's able to give you a bit of direction, and you hold on to that and you intentionally work towards it. You will become a more confident version of yourself, and you will lead with confidence. Like I said, a leader with confidence is an excellent leader. I remember sitting down with one of my managers, and we're just having a conversation around just taking on more responsibilities, and just, yeah, it was a very good supervision, should I say. And one of the questions that I asked her at the end was, what are the strengths that you see in me? A lot of the times people focus so much on what weaknesses do you see in me. Also build your confidence. Try and ask people what are the strengths they see in you, because yes, we are a work in progress, but at the same time there are some things that we are getting right, and I feel like it's important to hear both. Don't just focus on the negative, also hear the things that you are doing right. You've made it this far, whether you're a student nurse or a newly qualified, you've made it this far, so definitely you're getting some things right. Hello. One of the things that I stand by as a nurse is excellence. I believe excellence is the foundation, excellence is the standard, and excellence is everything. I believe no matter what you're doing as a child of God, there has to be a level of excellence, a level of integrity. One of my favorite Bible verses to stand on in the area of career, or when I'm just at work and I'm meditating, is Colossians chapter 3 verse 23. So it says, whatever you do, whatever your task may be, work from the soul. That is to put your very best effort as something done for the Lord and not for men. I absolutely love this version. This is the amplified version, because it always reminds me, like, as much as I'm leading the team, this is not just for myself. I am literally doing it with excellence to bring glory unto my Father. I'm doing it with excellence, and I'm literally radiating Christ as I'm doing it, because when people see me, when people see you, they need to see Christ 100%. Yes, we are children of God, and we're called to dominate in these areas, and children of the Most High God. We need to walk in excellence. We need to walk in integrity, and I'm not talking about perfection. I'm talking about we need to make progress, make a commitment to be better every single day. And I love how it talks about putting in your very best effort. It's not talking about having to be perfect. It's talking about every single time you get on shift. I'm relating this to my nurses because this is the nursing part of my channel, but if you're not a nurse and you're watching this, this can also apply to you. This is just talking about putting in your very best effort in whatever you do, no matter what you're doing. As you're leading the shift, you're putting in your best effort, because at the end of the day, like when people see you, they're gonna be questioning like, like I love the way you lead. Like you lead with patience, you lead with integrity, like you just have the spirit of excellence just radiating all over you. And this is literally a Bible verse I stood on before I even started working. I said, Lord, like whatever you send me to do, whatever it be in terms of career, let me do it with excellence. Let it be said that when Noma is on shift, the shift runs smoothly. Let it be said that when I'm on shift, there is an unexplainable joy. Let it be said, even if there is a bad day, we come out on top. Like whatever it is, like I don't know, like I just believe so much in the God that lives in me. No matter the situation, I overcome. No matter the situation, I find myself and my team on top. We are never on the losing side. I feel like I'm taking you guys to church. Once again, thank you so much for staying tuned. If you did find this video useful, give it a thumbs up, and feel free to follow me on Instagram at mental health and more. Let's connect. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. DM me. My DMs are open. Let's have a conversation. But for now, I want you to run with confidence. I want you to lead with confidence. Like Noma, I'm rooting for your success. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in my next video.